Follow-up, sir, and then we'll move on to other questions here. Some of your own supporters, including Republicans on Capitol Hill, have labeled Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the first Black and Asian American woman to serve as vice president and be on a major party ticket, as a DEI hire. Is that acceptable language to you? And will you tell those Republicans and those supporters to stop it?
How do you define DEI? Go ahead. How do you define
diversity, equity, inclusion?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Is that what your definition?
That is
give me a
literally
definition then. Would you give me a definition
DEI.
of that? Give me a definition of
Sir,
that.
I'm asking you a question,
No,
a
you
very
have to
direct
define
question.
it. Define it for me, if you would.
I just defined it, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a Black woman?
Well, I can say, no, I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was Black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn Black, and now she wants to be known as Black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she Black?
She has always identified as a Black woman. She went to a historically Black college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn, and she became a Black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do you believe that
I think somebody should look into that too when you ask, continue in a very hostile, nasty tone.
It's a direct.
Hold on. I'm getting sick and tired of you mother Negroes who's out here trying to take the blackness away from Kamala Harris, our VP and soon to be president, because your daddy, Donald Trump, gives you these talking messages so you repeat the dumb Oh, she's an Indian, she's Black on occasions. Really? Make that make sense. Black HBCU, pledge in one of the most prestigious Black sororities, aka member of the Black Caucus, born and raised in Black Oakland. Yes, she went abroad like a lot of all of us. Go abroad into Canada and stay for a few years, come back, go to college, state attorney, prosecutor, member of the Black Caucus, stand up in the Senate for Black issues time and time after again. Y'all, man. In the words of Chad Johnson, child, please.
Oh, yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and I had that clip in the beginning right there so y'all can see what Uncle Luke has been referencing and other people who have been speaking on the side of the Democrats over the last few days as he was out in Chicago at this journalist situation, and they asked him that question, and he said, hey, man, I never seen Kamala Harris say that she was Black. I thought she was Indian. It's kind of crazy now because she wants to be identifying as Black, but I only knew of her from being Indian supposedly and everything like that. Well, I'm 1,000% gonna disagree with Uncle Luke right here. First off, Donald Trump couldn't make a nigga like me think nothing. I'm keeping it all the way 1,000 with you, bro. I'm going off of what I seen online and me being a nappy-headed nigga on this earth my entire life. My family being from Louisiana and me growing up in Texas, bro. When people start talking about their culture and they mixed and they doing interviews on the internet 4 years ago, 5 years ago, doing vlogs, and they only talking about their Indian heritage.
We're gonna cook today.
Okay.
Is an Indian recipe.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you are Indian.
Yes.
Okay, and I don't know that everybody knows that, but I find that wherever I go and I see Indian people at the supermarket, on the street, everyone's like, you know Kamala Harris is Indian, right? It's like the thing we're so excited about to have you running for president.
Yeah.
So we're both Indian,
Yes.
but actually we're both South Indian.
Yes. You look like the entire one half of my family.
Okay, thank you.
You do.
I've been telling people
You
we're
do.
related already,
Yeah.
so this is perfect. It's basically true. And so were you raised eating South Indian food?
South Indian food. Lots of rice and yogurt, potato curry, dal, lots of dal, idli.
Yes, Italy. That's a deep cut.
I don't ever hear them say, you know, I grew up Indian and da-da-da-da, but, you know, I grew up Black too, so I understand this. I ate these type of foods. She only in these interviews talking about her Indian side, bro. And y'all reference to her being black as her being in a HBC, going to a HBCU and being a part of a frat. Say, fam, HBCUs and fraternities on the black side are not segregated. They don't say you can't be Indian. They don't say you can't be white. They don't even say you got to act black to be down with this at all, fam. So you putting those two together is really a point of symbolic conversation that really don't hold no weight with me. I'm going to go off what you saying right now in real time. Forget what you was doing when you was in college. How you talking right now in these interviews? Are you coming out and acknowledging, hey, my black culture this, my black side this, my black people that? I'm not getting none of that from Kamala. When she talking on them interviews, she is saying her Indian side of the family shaped her political views. She grew up Indian. She talks about her Indian side of the family. I'm not seeing anything of the sort of black at all. I'm just keeping it all the way 1,000, and it's nothing wrong with her being Indian. But when you come to niggas and you start saying you black all of a sudden, we gonna be like, well, hold on, dog. You wasn't in these interviews talking about your black side. Well, what's going on with this with black people? The thing that I heard her say about black people was she was listening to Tupac in college, and that was a complete lie, undeniable lie that she told right there. And then her talking about cooking greens in this bathtub. And I said, well, you know what? These two things don't sit right, and there's something going on. But as I told y'all before, vote for whoever y'all want to vote for. But people on the other side, y'all can't shame people because they don't want to vote for who y'all want them to vote for when y'all don't even know nothing about the policies y'all self. Y'all don't even know about what the real plan is y'all self. People are saying we should vote for this person because they black and she a woman. That is the dumbest thing that you can do. I'm not saying vote for anybody. Vote for whoever y'all want to. The choice is yours. But you can't come over here. You can't list no policies or what they really plan on doing or what did they change in the last 4 years. If you can't do that, you can't explain that, then it ain't no point of saying, hey, I'm finna go out and vote for them. And if you don't vote for them, you stupid. That don't make no sense, bro. Just know and understand that. They all really playing the same game. They just trying to get it more favorable on their side. Ain't now one of them came out and said they finna do nothing for niggas. They made it very clear. We not gonna do nothing for y'all, but we have created this hate bill for this group. We are steady giving these people money across the water off of y'all tax dollars. Now we got certain people coming in the country that are not paying taxes. The economy is already in the dump and in the dirt, but we steady putting money on these cars for them. We got people over here who are paying taxes that are struggling. This whole thing is a complete just big mess up to me, if you ask me at this point, of what we standing at in this game. So my ancestors sacrificed, put their life on the line for me to have a choice, for my voice to be heard, so I could come out and send my message and say, just like they did back in the day, we don't like how y'all doing with the school system. We don't like how y'all doing with the transportation system. We don't like how y'all doing with the restaurants and other things. Well, guess what we gonna do then? We not gonna participate in it until y'all give us what we want. Guess what? They got their results. We haven't done that as a group. So don't try to tell somebody that they this or they that and this or that. Nigga, race is everything in America. Knock it off. When y'all talk about, oh, why y'all worried about if she black or not? Do you know how stupid you sound? They created this ideology over here. We talking about America. That race is the #1 determining factor. Nigga, everything was working against us. And they didn't end segregation until 60 years ago, bro. So y'all talking about what do race matter? What do race not, man? Hey, bro, I can go all day on y'all. I'm not participating in this until I get policies that I can read and see that are documented and guaranteed that will instantly work in the favor. And one thing about both sides, they gonna talk slick, they gonna use propaganda, they gonna use the other journalism. Media is the most powerful weapon. They gonna diss them, they gonna put out hit pieces about them on either side, bro. This ain't no one-sided thing, dog. Then y'all talk about lesser of the two evils. Didn't y'all already vote for the lesser of the two evils last election? And how did y'all feel about these last 4 years voting for that lesser of two evil? Because y'all voted for Biden when he said, hey man, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
November, we got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community. I would love to see.
Take a look at my record, man. I extended the voting rights.
What did y'all get out of that? Y'all still went down there and voted for the nigga. You voted for your black president for 8 years. What did you get out of them 8 years, them 2 terms with Obama? Tell me what you think. Don't talk about nothing that got included with everybody and this and this and that. What happened with you specifically that you got to use based off of his policy that really helped your community as a whole? Tell me the real, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, dog. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.